I started getting into belly dancing in Austin when I went to college. And, you know, as I mentioned before, my father's a musician. He plays percussion, and his main instrument is this drum that originates from Egypt called the darbuka, or the doumbek. And so I grew up hearing all types of music. And you know, I heard a lot of Arabic music growing up, but it wasn't until I went to college that I got really more interested in finding more music from my roots and started just collecting those types of sounds and taking belly dance classes and really just immersing myself more.
DJ Shiva, she spoke about you in being a part of her DJ sets. So how did you meet each other and how did this collaboration happen?
She was one of the first people I met when I moved to LA, and we met and just hit it off right away and just knew that we wanted to work together. It was just perfect timing because she's been wanting to incorporate more Middle Eastern sounds into her sets, and I've just been wanting to do something different than my usual shows. And so we just decided to join forces, and she's been wanting to add movement to her shows as well.
Yeah, I love that you guys have a lot of movement in your
Yeah, so it's really cool.
sets.
You know, I lean towards the retro sounds, all the music from the 50s to the 70s, and
Okay.
she's more futuristic and electronic with her sounds. So we really came together and found this middle ground that's a really beautiful place where we've been calling it the ancient future. We've been combining sounds from back in the day with more futuristic sounds and then adding in the dance on top of there.
As a dancer yourself, what is it that you would tell young artists? Because it's not just belly dancing that you do too, right? You do other
I do belly
forms.
dance primarily, and I do a little bit of samba, and I do other dance styles here and there, but I'm really focused on belly dance. And for me, my main inspiration has always been the music. Just immersing myself in the music, it just makes me want to move, and that's where my inspiration comes from. And for belly dance in particular, it's a very raw and earthy type of dance, and it's more improvisational at its roots. For people interested in this particular type of dance form, I would tell them to just immerse themselves in the music and really get inspired by the music, listen to it, imagine what the movements might look like as you're listening to all these different instruments, and really get to know the different instruments, the different rhythms, and then you'll have that inspiration which is going to move you, and that's the best way to do it.
I did like talking to you about like how you like wearing your hair and how you do normally like to wear it with a full bang and like the dark chocolate color. I'm trying to have the detail and design of the movement that these ropes kind of intertwine the way you move. So that's the design I wanted to come up with.
I really love the idea of using jewelry as adornment for your hair.
Oh yeah, it's so much
beautiful.
fun. I mean, your hair is a part of adornment.
Right.
So the detail and design that you have for your hair, it constantly changes. So I feel like you can also add jewelry to it when you move.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well we're almost done with the hair. And then we're gonna move on to your photo shoot. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, well thank you for being my artist in the chair.